About a month ago, I noticed I was getting a very small trend on my comment section in my YouTube videos, and that was, have you played Diablo 2? Now, I have heard of Diablo 2 at the time, but I hadn't played it. I thought, that game is over 20 years old. I'm kind of a graphic snob. It's probably old. It's going to look old. It's going to feel old. So I really didn't have any intentions of ever touching Diablo 2, even though I had heard that it was a really good game. But I couldn't stop ignoring the comments, and I made the decision, you know what? You talk about Diablo games all the time, and Diablo 2 is revered as probably the best one of the franchise. How can you not play it? So I made the decision to go ahead and just get the check mark, if you know what I mean. Just my expectation was I'm going to play the game, get it over with, and then I can say, yeah, I played Diablo 2. Well, that was over a month ago, and I'm still playing Diablo 2. And I have to say, what actually ended up happening from an experience standpoint to what my expectations were going in playing Diablo 2 were drastically different. We're going to explore that topic in this video. I hope you'll stick around and join me. We'll see you on the other side. Now, playing beside me, excuse me, is my very first stream of Diablo 2. As you can see there, I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. I'm just interacting with chat, and we're actually talking about, which class I should play. I went into Diablo 2 over a month ago, completely blind. The only thing I had done was maybe 15, 20 minutes of research on just looking up what classes were available in Diablo 2 and what their play styles were. I'm very picky on the play styles of the classes and characters I like to play. I typically don't like melee classes, although you're going to learn in this video that I actually ended up playing a couple of the melee builds in Diablo 2. But this is how my journey began. And I have to say, we shot out of the gate right away. From the perspective of, not only was I excited to embark on this journey, but my streams immediately blew up with a lot of people coming into chat being very supportive. So the first thing I noticed outside of the game was just how supportive the Diablo 2 community is. It was so heartwarming to get the encouragement, guidance. It was really nice. And to be honest with you, probably the first couple of hours that night, the first hour I was literally just, acclimatizing to everything, how this works, how that works. How do I do this? How do I do that? This game doesn't hold your hand. There's no, there are quests, but it doesn't tell you go here, go there. Like as far as, signals on the map, it tells you where you need to go, but it doesn't hold your hand. It promotes exploration, as I've said in other videos. So we took off from the start, and my very first character was an Amazon, which was a Javazon, and it was a lot of fun. I had an amazing time playing a Javazon. I did not like Act 3. Javazon relies on lightning damage, and the lightning immunities in this game are throughout, and especially in Act 3. And I have to say, my very first playthrough was so enjoyable, and we managed to finish all 5 acts in all 3 modes with my Amazon. And it was, I have to say, it was very enjoyable. my expectation going into Diablo 2 was I was going to play one character, I was going to finish the game, and be done with it. And as I shared with you in the previous segment, I did that. I selected the Amazon. I finished Diablo 2, but I have to say, that's not where the story ends. Here are some recaps of my journey so far through Diablo 2. So, what have I done since my first playthrough with the Amazon? Well, I'm happy to report it's now been over a month. I still continue to play Diablo 2 on a regular basis. Actually, it's my main game right now. I stream it every evening. I've played another class. I played the Sorceress after my Amazon, and I finished the game with my Sorceress. And then, I don't know what came over me, but I felt the need to have to play hardcore. I'm a big fan of hardcore mode in all the games I play. I think that it adds an element to the game that's just undescribable. And for those of you that play hardcore, you know what I mean. The thought of losing everything in a split second, it's just a thrill added to the game that's just, like I said, it's undescribable, the thrill you get from playing hardcore. So, not knowing much about the game, still in the process of learning, being still a noob in the game. I don't know that much. There's still a huge learning curve for me, but I'm so addicted to playing hardcore that I said, you know what, let me try hardcore in Diablo 2. And that's what I did. So I put 2 characters through the story and all the 5 acts in the 3 modes, normal, nightmare, and hell, on 2 softcore characters. And then my next journey was hardcore. And that's where I decided on stream I would keep a death counter and see how far I could get with a hardcore character. My first character, we ended up going with a paladin. And as you can see here, it was a horrible death. This isn't the first time someone's died in this area. The Chaos Sanctuary is not a friendly place. It's no reason why it's the highest level, if I'm not mistaken. This is a level 85 area. Again, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. So after that horrific defeat and death, we circled back and created another character, and I chose to do the Druid. Now, please keep in mind, not only am I relying on what I like to do, but chat was pretty vocal and are vocal about, you know, what class to play, what's viable in hardcore. So we ended up picking a druid just because I'm like, you know what, let me pick something that has companions. It's something different. I haven't done it in a while. So we embarked on the druid journey, and this is how it ended. I'm going to leave the room from embarrassment. And then once my druid was extinguished and its embarrassing death, we, as usual, when you get knocked down, you immediately get back up and start again. And that's what I did. And as usual, I always ask my community in chat on stream, what do you guys think? Do you guys have any suggestions? What do you think I should play next? And there was a little rumbling going on in the chat in between all the suggestions of, you know, do not play Barbarian. It's hard. It's slow. You don't have the skill for it. You're new to the game. You're going to die. It's going to be your 3rd death. And someone said, you might as well name, if you pick Barbarian, you might as well name him Death 3. And as I alluded to earlier, I'm keeping a death counter on my stream and it shows how many deaths I have currently in hardcore mode. And at the time, my death counter was 2. So while I was picking my third hardcore character, someone said, if you play Barbarian, you might as well name him Death 3 because you're going to die. Well, you only have to tell me once that I can't do something, and I'm going to do it. So I immediately selected the Barbarian, and we embarked on the journey of being a Barbarian on hardcore. And I'm proud to say he's still alive. Death 3 is still alive. He finished normal mode and is currently now farming and getting ready to venture into nightmare mode. For those of you that play hardcore, you know it can be pretty stressful. So I decided to take a break for one evening with my hardcore character. And since I've been playing Diablo 2, there's been a lot of rumblings on my Discord channel about when can you play with us? We'd like to do a community event, this and that. So we actually have done a community event, and we coined it Zero to Hero. It's a fresh start hardcore character where me and 6 other community members in my Discord, will start from level 0, of course, a fresh start in hardcore, and we're going to run Diablo 2 in a group. So we did that event, and we blazed through normal mode. We literally did it in 3.5 hours, 3 hours and 45 minutes. And to be honest with you, it would have been a lot shorter, but 99% of the time they were waiting for me, with my inventory management, going into my stash, getting pots, just, me wasting time, basically. It would have been a lot quicker if they didn't have to stop and wait for me to get ready. So it was a hoot. So much fun. It was so nice blazing through the game. I didn't have to remember where all the waypoints were. It was nice following seasoned Diablo 2 players around and just smashing stuff up and picking up loot. It was a blast. We blazed through normal mode, and our next community event, obviously, we're going to go through nightmare mode, and we've given ourselves goals where every time we do these community events, that night we need to finish at least the one mode. So for example, the next one, like I said, we're going to be going to nightmare mode, so we need to finish nightmare mode that night. So it's a lot of fun. The community is a blast. Like I said in other segments prior, the Diablo 2 community is so friendly, supportive. It's unbelievable. And what an experience so far with Diablo 2. You know what's unbelievable? What's unbelievable is how wrong I was on what my expectations were going to be for this game. I mentioned in my opener that I'm a little bit of a graphics snob, and I was worried, this game is over 20 years old, this, that, and all those worries I had about embarking on the journey of playing Diablo 2 never crossed my mind once, not even for a millisecond while I was playing this game. Graphics never crossed my mind. I've stated this in other videos when I talk about Diablo 2, that David Brevik and the development team of Diablo 2 way back when did an enormous amount of detail, and the effort that was put into the detail of this game. I watched a video of his speaking about that time and how they developed the game and what they went through and the stress, the impact it had on his family. But I want to focus on what he said about that they spent so much time on just the details, the minor details of this game. Like, he went into detail about the color palette of this game, how they sat down and analyzed the color palette, that they wanted to ensure there was a dark and eerie feeling in the game. And boy, did they get it bang on. This game visually is stunning. And this game is over 20 years old. This game, the combination, I've said this before, the music and the environment, they're so tied. They go so well together. It's just a pleasure to explore that universe. It is unbelievable. It's no wonder people listen to the Diablo 2 soundtrack outside of the game. Hell, I did it last week. I found a YouTube channel that has the Diablo 2 music, and I had it in the background while I was working. It's just unbelievable what this game did. And I've already mentioned in previous videos the impact this game had in the ARPG genre and beyond. Industry standard setting, it's just crazy, right? But wow, what I thought was going to be 1, 2, 3 day adventure is an adventure that's still continuing. Like I said, I'm playing Diablo 2 every day. It's my main game right now. It won't always be my main game, but I suspect that Diablo 2 will be a game that is in and out of my life, my stream schedule, my content schedule. I think it's going to be a constant thread in my content. It's just that good of a game. So my initial expectation of one and done has turned into 2 softcore characters, 3 hardcore characters, and 1 community run character. And over a month of playing every day. Wow, what a stark difference from what I thought I was going to be doing to what I am doing. And that is solely attributed to one thing. This game being an S tier game. If you're looking for a new game to play and you like ARPGs and you have not played Diablo 2 Resurrected, you don't know what you're missing. Get your hands on a copy and play this game. I strongly suggest you do. And I promise you, you will not regret it. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I just wanted to share my journey with Diablo 2 Resurrected. And I'm going to keep you guys informed on how the journey goes. We got to see how far my hardcore barbarian gets. Like I said, he's waiting. He's knocking on nightmare mode right now. Can I complete all 5 acts and all 3 modes in hardcore? That is a personal goal of mine. I want to finish hell mode and get that title, that elusive title that you get when you beat hardcore mode. I want that title. So that's my goal. I want to complete the game in hardcore mode. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I really do appreciate it. I hope you found this video entertaining. And if you could find it in your heart to like, comment, and subscribe. We're growing a little community here. A great, supportive, great people are in this community. We'd love to have you. And actually, they've coined the community the Caps Waypoint. So we'd love to see you at the Caps Waypoint. Why don't you hit that subscribe button? Doesn't cost you anything. And we're waiting for you at the Caps Waypoint. We'd love to see you, and we'd love to have you. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. And hopefully, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.